Knowing how to approach difficult conversations is critical to the success of every leader.
Hey everybody, Kurt Kamag, SVP of Global Customer Success here at Quelligence. Wanted to take a moment and talk about some of the confrontations and difficulties inside of leadership that we face on a day in, day out basis. Being at this organization for 18 years and being in a leadership role now for probably close to 15 of those years, you really had to start to embrace how to overcome some of the difficulties and having those difficult conversations and turning those difficult conversations into opportunities instead of looking at them negatively.
Companies who approach difficult conversations as learning conversations drive greater performance and create happier workplaces.
I can remember having a couple of managers that worked for me several years ago now that they both saw things differently. They didn't know how to express themselves without confronting one another or without making it difficult or without having an altercation.
Not only is it important as a leader to know how to navigate difficult conversations with your team, you need to be able to equip and support your team in addressing difficult conversations with each other.
So essentially I took it head on and I said, listen, I need you two to figure this out. So I need you to each talk about what your problems are or what your differences are, and I want you to walk out the door. I want you to go to lunch, and I don't want you coming back here until you've figured it out. Talk about it, lay it all out on the table, figure it out, but until you two can come together and agree, or at least agree to disagree, the team is not going to respect you.
Because if you don't, rest of the team will feel the tension and the frustration and potentially lose respect, not just for those in conflict, but for you as the leader.
The team is not going to look at you and want to follow you. And as a leader and as a manager in an organization, you want to develop others to follow you. You want to lead by example, and I need that from my managers and I need that from my people. So they took a longer than usual lunch, came back a few hours later, sat down with me, and I asked them what they learned. What did they figure out? And if they wanted to stay, how are they going to move forward?
By moving toward the conflict, by asking the right questions, and really listening to understand, your team will be more productive and less likely to resent those in conflict, as well as you as their leader. And the environment that ensues will pay massive dividends to your organization.
Truth be told, they had come to the realization that they weren't far off from one another. They talked it through. It created a stronger bond, and I turned that conversation out to the rest of the managers, shared what went on so that they could all come together as a unit. And from there, it created this unified front that we as leaders strive to have, to show that we have the ability to flex, learn, understand, and appreciate our people, and help to develop that inside of others.
The way you approach difficult conversations has a direct impact on the bottom line of your business.
It became a big opportunity, and it was something that I took from that opportunity or that experience to help influence others behind me and around me and beside me, because sometimes just talking it through, communicating and having those conversations is all that's needed. So I think, leadership is tough. It's not easy, but having those difficult conversations can really take you to understand and get the best out of your people.
Learning how to approach them, understanding how to view them from the lens of a learning conversation is the opportunity for you and your team to contribute to that impact. That's why I'll see you at our next virtual event.